What's happening guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, hosted by the one and only the Forex God, the Forex King. It's Luke, your mentor. So as you can see by the title of this video, we will be breaking down a trade setup that we actually anticipated, and we posted this setup on our YouTube channel, which I'll definitely link in either the description below, or I'll just hang a card right here.
It was the zone. Market broke this level of resistance without actually testing as support. So I do anticipate that the market could potentially sell to this zone right here before it actually pushes up, and then I might get into a position right here if the market prints out a bullish variation candlestick. However,
this was a great trade, guys, and potentially could have made 7% on our trading accounts, but I just did not take this particular trade. But I had literally 5 confluences as to why to take this trade, and I would just like to provide an overview of why I actually should have taken this trade, and I'll also anticipate what the market could potentially do tomorrow. Now, going to my weekly time frame, guys. On the weekly, as you can see, we destroying this particular zone as well as this area. Is that every single time price actually came to this level, it pushes down, it pushes down, it pushes down. Not only that, we had a initial high, low, high. Market broke through this high low, creating a lower low and a lower high. So I do anticipate the market potentially come to a negative 27% on our fib. So in a nutshell, on the weekly time frame, I'm in an overall bearish trend. Now looking at the daily, the previous daily structure, we had initial impulse correction continuation. Let me just pull this up. We had initial impulse correction continuation. Market then broke through this daily trend line and then created somewhat of a low. I do anticipate the market potentially come back to this region, creating a lower high for potential sell. So on my weekly, I'm in a sell. Daily, I'm in a sell as well, guys. So on my H4 time frame, guys, I was in a sell. We had this initial high, initial low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and we had a break of this particular broken level of market structure. At a break of this lower high, creating a high and a high low. So I do anticipate the market could potentially come to a negative 27 level right there, guys. So on my H4, I'm in a buy. Daily, I'm in a sell. Weekly, I'm in a sell as well. So on my H1 time frame, guys, we had anticipated that the market, or at least the previous H1 structure, we had this initial push down, we had this impulse correction, continuation, market then broke through this lower high, creating a higher low, a high low. And then I was over anticipating that the market potentially come to this negative 61.8 / monthly foundation level. So I understood that on my H1 I was actually in a buy, right? So today's trade, guys, we actually saw the 30-minute time frame. Actually looking at the 30-minute time frame, and what we actually saw was that we had this initial push, right? We had this initial high, initial low. So this was the impulse correction continuation, right? And then market structure broke this lower high, creating a high. So personally, I was anticipating the market could potentially come back to retest this broken level of market structure, testing it as a form of support before it continues. Now, something to mention, guys, and this is a gem. So guys, if you have your notepad around and a pen, write this valuable tip down. whenever market actually breaks a particular level of structure, market structure, it will most often come back and retest. So this will basically tend to happen. Market will first create an impulsive push, a correction, a continuation, and then it could potentially come back to retest this broken level of market structure before it continues. This is in a downtrend. In an uptrend, the same is true. Market will have an impulse, a correction, a continuation, come back to retest this particular broken level of market structure as a form of support before it continues. So this is actually a good example of this. Not only that, guys, I just noticed this this conference right now, we actually also had an inverse head and shoulder pattern. This was the left shoulder, this was the head, this was a the right shoulder, and this was overall continuation. So we guys had, like, let me just update this, inverse head and shoulder pattern. So we had an inverse head and shoulder pattern, guys. So I didn't anticipate the market to actually come to this level and area. So once the market actually came to this level, I was actually looking at the 5-minute time frame, and I saw this bullish engulfing pattern. And as you can see, let me just delete this inverse head and shoulder pattern as well as this fit. So the market was actually here when we analyzed this, right? And so we saw this ascending channel as well as this divergence. As you can see, that the market is actually headed or projected towards the upside, while the RSI is actually projected towards the downside. So I was anticipating that the market could potentially reverse at this zone, come back to retest, and once it came here, guys, we saw this bullish engulfing pattern. Number one, conference one. Conference two, we had this fib drawn from our point A to our point B. This was point C. As you can see, hidden money is 61.8, which also signifies reversal. We had divergence on the 1-minute time frame, guys. As you can see, that the market is actually headed towards the downside, while on the RSI is actually projected towards the upside. Also had a descending channel, as you can see, as well as a break of structure on the 1-minute time frame. So this was also a break of structure, because on the 1-minute time frame we had this impulse, correction, continuation, correction, continuation. Market broke through this lower high, creating a high high and a high low. So I was anticipating the market to at least come to a negative 61.8, which the market did fill. So guys, this would have been like a good trade setup if you actually took it. And yeah, this was also like a second level or area for you to actually get into a buy. As you can see, that the market came into this level and area and had a lot of sellers exhaustion and printed out bullish engulfing pattern. So a bullish engulfing candlestick, and so this could have been your overall target. So guys, you have reached the end of this video. Probably tomorrow I'll definitely upload a market update as to what I do anticipate. I really do not want to make this video so long that you hardly watch it to the end. So without further wasting of your time, guys, peace out.